For over 40 years, I directed
So this has absolutely nothing to do with the movie. I saw, but I don't know what's going on with Infinite Warfare right now. But I can't go online to play anything. Awesome. Alright, let's talk about the movie. The Dark Tower came out today. Matthew McConaughey, Idris Elba, which I always pronounce his name wrong. I'm sorry. Please don't crucify me in the comments. And this came out. It was good. I enjoyed it. That was the short term. It's on long term. What this movie is a very almost cliche action movie. You have the powers of dark, the powers of light, and everyone's fighting to kill to win. There's really nothing. If you were to put this movie right in a line of action movies, it was like, hey, with the caveat being that all the action movies have a black a black male lead, and it was like, hey, pick me out which one is the Dark Tower. And you just show me a bunch of clips from the movie. I'm not sure I could do that, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure I would be able to tell you which one was the Black Tower. I know someone's probably like, but Matthew McConaughey's in it. Like, everyone knows who Matthew McConaughey is. I've never seen a Matthew McConaughey movie. Also, I've never cared to see a Matthew McConaughey movie. I saw this movie because I wanted to watch something I could just turn off my brain and watch and enjoy and grade on how the gunplay was versus watching Detroit and having to talk about race divisions and stories of real life events and depression. Yay. No, but so what is it like? The movie isn't bad. You're definitely gonna have a fun time, and it's not nearly as offensive as a Transformers movie is, when it's just completely pointless. But for the most part, I kind of just get this feeling of we have a bunch of action set pieces that are happening here, and not a lot of story that I care about to keep us connected. Matthew McConaughey is being all magical and being like, hey, you can't defeat me, Roland. My name is, what was his name? Like Willard Wilberts? No. Jeff Dunham and Walter. His name was Walter. That was his name. Got there eventually. You can't defeat me, Roland. My name is Walter, and I have magic, and you've never been able to defeat me. I am too good for your pathetic guns. And Idris Elba is over here like, I will defeat you because I need my revenge, and revenge is good, and revenge is all that a person ever needs. And the little kid who is supposed to be you, even though he can't possibly be you because he has like psychic abilities that make sense. Also, I've been told. And he's like, I'm here!
Why nothing works?
Yay! And I don't know, it just seemed like a movie that just, it's a movie. Does that make sense? Like, I don't really have anything good or bad to say about it. It's like, no, this is a movie that exists. You watch it, you have a good time. You won't hate yourself for watching it. You won't be like, why? Why did I spend that money to watch it? So you're just not going to remember it. You laugh along with a couple of really solid jokes that it has. And I say that not being like, oh, this movie has many jokes and none of them are good. No, this is a movie that doesn't have a lot of one-liners and doesn't kind of try to save itself off one-liners. That's not the point of the movie. And it's definitely something that it doesn't try to go for either. It's not it very much isn't a Marvel movie, and it's not trying to be like, hey, we can do action, we can do comedy, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, I mean, I got jokes. What's up? I don't know. So the movie kind of like takes place with Jake, the kid of the movie, being like, hey, I sometimes see a whole nother world and dimension and shit. It's not weird. And I promise I'm not super evil. Like, I pinky promise I'm not super evil. And his parents are like, I think you're super evil. And then you have all the moments from the trailers where it's like, Yeah, I'm the gunslinger. I'm kind of really super evil. Yay. But there's something that's like, ooh, that was cool. You know, I don't know. I just wish that this movie had more to it, I guess. Something that like really made me care about everything that was happening. And not just in like, while Atomic Blonde, you kind of get the feeling that the movie's being shown in this way because that's the point of it. This movie has the exact opposite feeling of, no, you have to know that there's more to life than just revenge and whatnot. And but what's happening on screen almost feels so lifeless that you kind of don't get that takeaway. You get more of the takeaway of, hey, Earth shouldn't die. Let's go save Earth. I wish there was more to it. Matthew McConaughey's Walter kind of walks around being evil a lot of the time, but not really being evil. He's more like that character who's like, hey, I'm up to no good, and I'm having a blast. Yeah, baby. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm glad you're having fun torturing people. You know, that's always, those are life goals, you know? Those are life goals. And Alba's over there like, yeah, everyone that I ever loved has died. I kind of care about you, kid. I'm going to protect you. Don't die. But there's a part of me that's like, there's not enough here to make me feel like any of this is concrete or solid at all. Like, I can buy into the Jake's caring for Alba, but when he even says, or he even has lines where he's like, I mean, he saved me and he doesn't even care about me. He doesn't even like me that much. Something like halfway through the film, it's definitely not one of those things like, oh, you suddenly really care about this kid. I kind of got the feeling that it was more of a means to the end type of thing more than anything else. But that's all I have that's not really spoilery. Everything now is way more spoilery, and you probably shouldn't be watching if you don't want to get spoilers. So I'm gonna give you some time to like back it up out of the video. Leave me a like, a comment, and maybe a subscription if you like doing this. If you like being part of my madness, I do these videos once a week, and I do weekly video game content, daily video game content, and it makes people sad sometimes. Currently still playing. I'm currently playing a lot of games, 6 different games, everything from Crash Bandicoot to Mass Effect Andromeda to The Last of Us, and a good plenty healthy games in between. So that seems interesting. Let me see you later on, and I'll catch up with you then. Alright, but if you're still here after that long and awkward GTFO speech, which no one should probably still be here after that GTFO speech, because I butchered that like a cow, let's look at spoilers. So the movie kind of comes down to this moment of Jake and Roland, the gunslinger, finding out that there's a secret portal to the place they have to get to of the tower cannon thing that Walter's been using the entire movie, so they gotta break down this giant ass tower, which for some reason, inexplicably, is the only thing that's keeping up this magic force field type shield thing from letting all the evil and darkness monsters destroy the planets. And by the planet, I mean all the planets. Great! So, Jake gets kidnapped. Roland's like, I must save you because you are the one hope, Anakin. And he goes on. So he kind of goes on this massive killing spree in the final headquarters, the Earth headquarters of Walter. And went inside to this crazy gunfight between pretty much Roland and everyone. No one is safe from Roland and his mighty 6-shooter. But It's a 6-shooter, and he's a gunslinger, so it makes sense. And it just doesn't. And at this point in the film, we've kind of been shown that the only thing that makes a gunslinger is a lot of gun training, and that's it. Oh, and the adoption of a creed, like it's assassins. Which, cool, you know? You have a creed. Good for you. But that doesn't make you superhuman at all. So you kind of see him going and doing these crazy ass jumps and stunts, and you're like, and there's a part of your brain that's like, oh, he's a gunslinger, he gets to do this. And the other part of your brain is like, oh wait, you know who he also calls a gunslinger in this movie? Jake, the guy who's human and just has crazy psychic abilities. Nothing really making him a gunslinger at that point. He's not even allowed to use the gun. Roland kind of goes, you're a gunslinger, but your weapon is your psychic ability. And I'm over here like, no, that doesn't make a gunslinger. What makes a gunslinger is the gun part. But I digress. So he kind of goes like, you are a gunslinger because you use this ability. He does all these crazy things, but I kind of just kept a death counter in my head of how many times he should be very much dead, and isn't. Almost like I'm running a discount CinemaSins channel, and I just kept on going with it. Also, I totally should have nailed that. Then it looks like Roland is down for the counts, and everyone, and the day is lost, and everything is gone horribly wrong. But it's an action movie, and you know that's not gonna happen, you idiots. And Jake, while in this torture chair being electrocuted, I'm gonna say electrocuted, until he gives the magic weapon its zap juice to destroy the tower, which still inexplicably holds the ability to hold back all these horrible monsters from destroying all the worlds back. He starts reciting the Gunslinger Creed. It's a creed that early in the movie, you see Roland kind of teach him and explain to him how it is. In this moment where, in the scene where it's kind of like, hey, you can't give up because I'm not giving up. But it's coming from the wrong character, and that doesn't make sense. Like, Roland is the character that's given up, and then Roland starts going on this whole, hey, you can't give up because I haven't given up. And I'm sitting there like, nobody. Your entire character arc has been you've given up. Like, I'm very confused where you get this emotional scene and not Jake. What? And they go through the creed, and the creed you've actually heard a bunch of times in the trailer. I shoot with my eye, not my gun or hand or whatever it actually is. I've forgotten this time. I've forgotten at this point, which is going to undermine my point I'm about to make. But you hear this creed 3 times in the movie, which isn't a lot of times. I'll give you that. But the amount of times that I've heard it in every single trailer I've seen from this movie makes me feel like I should probably have memorized this thing by now and have it on lockdown. I don't. My bad. But I don't know, I feel like when you have this pivotal moment, in the finale where he's reciting the creed, I think what really could have been cool, instead of just having this almost stagnant moment where he's underneath all the rubble and McConaughey's like, I'm evil and I've won, kind of walking away like the badass that he is. I think you could have had this really cool, almost like montage of all the other 2 times that he said it. Once with his father and once with Jake, and splice that footage with the footage of him like rising up out of this gravel. It could have been a really cool moment of like, no, this is the growth we've seen. This is the growth that we've kind of experienced. This guy who's gone from this bitter revenge story to learning something in the end. And it would have been a way better way of kind of like showing off what they were trying to do, rather than, oh, Jake's just setting here this telepathically to him because psychic magic powers, which make him the special. Cool. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it's very possible that I missed something because I've said that the groundwork is there to make that seem better in the show, that there was growth, but I don't feel like there was any actual growth. And again, that might just be me, but I don't know. I feel like the amount of investment they put into Roland's character and his progression through this to be like, I'm a bitter, salty man, to, nah, I'm gonna save the motherfucking universe. I just feel like there wasn't enough of that being there. Especially when, like, you're kind of reminded almost at the end of the movie where you have McConaughey's, I can't call him Walter, it's like, it's a joke. McConaughey's character being like, no, he's using you. You see that, right? Like, everything he's done has brought you to me because he wants to kill me. And the problem with that is that it's a really good argument. Like, there's almost no reason for Roland to do anything that he's doing besides he's had this predetermined goal to kill McConaughey. And it's just this, like, there has been no real character growth in this movie, is there? Nope. Okay. That's sad. I'm sad now. Bye? Type of thing, and I don't know. I feel like this movie had the groundwork to do a lot more than what we got. And I feel like I almost have to settle for what we got when it comes to this movie. But that's just my opinion. I've been talking way too long about a movie that I barely remember, and I just saw it not 2 hours ago. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Insane Raven. Every week I do another one of these IO reviews. Let me know what you guys thought of this one in the comment section down below. Did you see the Dark Tower? Am I talking out my asshole? Let me know. And let me know if you have any suggestions for next week's movie. I'm always down for a good suggestion. I'm excited about what I have planned. If my plan goes right. I don't know. It seems like way too much of an indie movie for my time to get it. I don't know. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching again. I'm going to sign off now. It took us a full minute of teasing the next thing for me to leave. But I'm leaving now. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.